Richmond 2-2-14, Collingwood 1 behind.
Sevens big league at Victoria Park, showing Cloak going up behind the pack, can't get the ball out. And look at that kick, penetrating kick coming down the field. Came off the boot of Rawlings to the half-forward zone with the defence standing firm of Collingwood. Taken by Phillips. Looks a bit like Tony Shaw at times. Taken by Morwood. Shot it out to Abernethy. Abernethy on the half-back flank, looking in toward the half-forward zone. A kick he didn't quite get, gets up to the half-forward line. Chance for Collingwood to go forward now. The driving kick from Banks toward goal. The mark taken and booted through. That was a good piece of work by Woodall. Good goal, Peter.
Beautiful mark taken by Woodall. A long kick from Banks right down towards the goal screen. Well done, Dale Woodall, as he ducked back to take the mark and put that one through. And he's running right up to centre-half forward to congratulate Dennis Banks. And well, he might too, because that was beautiful football. And that'll give the young Collingwood full forward a lot of confidence, because he needs goals to give him that confidence to hold down that full forward position in the senior side.
Richmond 14 points, Collingwood 7. Game at Victoria Park on Sevens big league. Lee beaten by Cloak, taken by Francis, comes down toward the half-forward zone for Richmond. Who's getting there first? The boundary umpire is going to win out here. The ball tapped over the line on that occasion by Taylor, and we'll see a boundary throw-in taking place on the half-forward flank for Richmond. And a perfect day for football. Slight breeze favouring Collingwood. Taken by Poole, his hand pass favours Williams. Williams picking up now, getting a hand pass in. This is Morwood you're watching in action, putting Collingwood forward. Up over the head of Banks that travels. Hand pass comes out from Stewart, not a good one. Palm in trouble, not a hand pass back, taken by Peart. And an umpire said a trip to Richmond, and a free kick will be taken in a position only 40 metres away from the Collingwood goal. In fact, the umpire's changing that now. It's about, still about 40 metres out from the Collingwood goal. And Richmond can come into attack now. Which way will he go?
David Palm goes wide towards the half-back line. The mark has been taken by Jepp, and although he did well on Dacos last time, I think he'd be delighted, of course, that Dacos would not be playing today. Up they go, centre wing. A nice mark is taken out there, and that is by David Toomey. He goes for the hand pass to Michael Richardson. Beautiful football, Richardson. Oh, gee, onto the left foot he goes. Down towards full forward. The ball intercepted. A chance there for young Neville Shaw. The hand pass comes further afield for Richmond this time, and they bring it out through Rawlings. Barry Rawlings, the captain of the Tigers, towards Landy, and Landy a diving mark on centre wing.
Landy looking for the chance to play on. Roach is leading, but Landy's going to ignore that and go into the half-forward zone looking for Jess, or Lee's in there. He can't take the mark. It's been picked up. No one can get it out, really, and the umpire said a free kick. Trying to get it out on that occasion was Jamie Turner, but the kick didn't go anywhere.
There's no doubt one skill that has improved over the years, Jack, is the smothering. That was a magnificent smother there in the centre of the ground by two Richmond players. Rioli was one of them. There's Francis getting in the hand pass, a duck on the head, play on to Near. Back it comes towards Rioli. Rioli with his beautiful play to Kane. Kane over to Landy. Landy a hand pass. Oh, he's knocked it up. A bad hand pass, kicked up the ground, back to Rioli. In he goes after it. Mark Williams is there. Beautiful football, Mark Williams. On the left foot, up towards Peart and Rains. Through, Peart pushed in the back. Grabbed by Rains. Oh, flattened. Flattened as he kicked the ball. It's a report. It's a report to Johnny O'Neill, was it?
David Palmer.
But I don't know whether it should have been reportable. I think he made a fair dinkum effort to stop Rains from kicking the football, but still the umpire has taken the numbers, and the free kick will be relayed downfield, and it looks like Dale Woodall is going to take this one right in front of the Collingwood goal, and this will be his second if he kicks this one from 10 metres out.
Well, should be his second. Very close range. On its way, the flags go up, the ball goes over the grandstand, and Collingwood kick their second goal on Sevens big league.
And still in the first quarter, we advance the clock to the 17-minute mark of the term.
Every time he goes near the ball, because Collingwood supporters would regard him as some sort of a traitor. Oh, that's a good mark. No mark said. Didn't take it on the second bite. In fact, Gary Shaw goes in over to Rains. Rains caught with the football. Back it comes to Wall. And Jeffrey Rains too high, said umpire Clayton, and Rains is a magnificent kick. So this is certainly not beyond his kicking distance.
Well, he has the breeze behind him, Pete.
And he's a great kick, Jack. I think you'd agree.
Yes, I think we'll see it too. You watch the kick go off the boot. Oh, look at it swing. I didn't expect that. It's a goal. Not the way the ball know he's a good kick, but that was unbelievable the way he got that goal. Collingwood 3 goals 3, Richmond 2-2 on Sevens Big League.
Well, every time a good kick gets the football, I would never write them off. You think of Bernie Quinlan,
See the way it went out that way.
Yeah, Ross Glendinning, Jeffrey Rains. Whenever they get it within 50 or 60 metres, I always give them a chance because they're great kicks.
At the centre bounce once again, Collingwood now 7 points in front of Richmond. Richmond kicking into the breeze, went off to a great start. Lee got the ball tapped, or got the tap down. Free kick going Richmond's way. Might be a 15-metre penalty here to Walsh too. Bit of wrestling going on. The umpire holds up play while Lee and Cloak sort themselves out.
Oh, there's no love lost there.
I was about to say before, once upon a time, Lee was the apprentice of David Cloak when he was at Richmond, but now they're bitter opponents this afternoon.
They're booing Walsh now.
Philip Walsh kicks high.
Roach, up he goes, no mark. Goes in after it again, though. The hand pass comes out, but umpire Clayton at centre-half forward for Richmond comes in to bounce the ball. It's actually not a bad quarter so far by Richmond because Collingwood does have the scoring end, and the breeze is reasonably strong. Oh, turn it up.
He's paid shepherding. I thought they both went for the ball, but umpire Ian Clayton has paid shepherding. So Jimmy Jess, who is a great kick, but the breeze in his face. Can he make the distance? It's holding up in the breeze. It won't quite make the distance, and the mark has been well taken there by Peter McCormack in the goal square. Richmond didn't have any high flies to contest with him, really. Roach was out of position. Jimmy Jess again, no, dropped it. Chance for Lee. In the back, won't be paid. Lee tries to hook it out, eventually gets it out. The umpire said about.
Well, he was trying to get it out between his legs here, Mark Lee. He's looking good too. 19 minutes gone in the first quarter. Terrific first quarter of football. Collingwood in front by 7 points. Jimmy Jess should not have dropped that mark. He was uncontested. Lee doing well in the ruck, looking for Rioli.
Put his head
Tiggy
down.
touch would stuff umpire Clayton. Not good umpiring.
No, I didn't think that was a free. Cloak put his head down, tried to barge his way through and picked up the free kick which he was thinking about. Good pass to Tony Shaw. Tony Shaw kicks high. This should be one for the Rovers, I would think. Comes to turf, and good roving by Williams, but out of trouble well. Left puts it up toward Woodall. Can he take the mark? He's in front. In came Egan, the ball now hooked out by Stewart toward the boundary line, but it favours Shaw. He picks up, goes goalward. He kicks high. Gary Shaw's kick is close. It's a good goal. A great goal. Collingwood on fire at present, if I could use that expression, at Victoria Park. Collingwood 4-3, Richmond 2-2 on Sevens Big League.
Lovely goal by Gary Shaw as the hurried kick from the Tiger defence came out towards the back flank. Shaw had a wobbly old kick he had to control, picked it up, ran to the boundary line and put that one through for a lovely goal. And the Magpies, well, they needed that one, 4-3 to 2-2. They've got the advantage of the breeze and they should be in front as the hand pass comes down. Old Rawlings took his eye off the ball and ran at the man instead. In consequence, he lost it up towards half forward. It goes. It's a free kick to Collingwood. Michael Richardson popped that right in the centre of the back. No doubt about that one. A good umpiring decision. And we see Michael Richardson about 40 metres out from goal directly in front.
Well, he has a chance to score. A very good chance, really. He's inside the kick of Rains that the goal Rains got before. So he puts the ball up. The breeze should help him. Or will help him. It's up. And it's through. Good goal, kicked by Richardson from half forward, so Collingwood have answered Richmond's early burst, Pete, in the first term. And Collingwood 5-3-33, Richmond 2-2-14. You're on Sevens Big League, 21 minutes into the first term.
Back to the third quarter now at the 11-minute mark.
Here's the focal point. Cloak does the spoiling, a chance for Anea. Anea breaking away now, bringing the ball from the half-back flank in toward the wing position. Up in front was... wasn't Parr, was Egan, who had the ball knocked away from him. Two Richmond players there, and mark will be taken by France. He played on quickly. I thought the umpire said the ball was touched. Now big pack forming up once again. A chance for Woodall, snaps it back overhead. Look at that for a goal. For a goal by Woodall. Well, what a great goal that one was, Peter McKenna.
Oh, congratulations to Dale Woodall. That was a fantastic goal. Scoreboard 13-8, 86 to Richmond 6-9, 45. Well, what a goal that one was. Dale Woodall sprinted out from full forward, grabbed it under extreme pressure. Miraculously, I don't know how, he snapped it back over his head, and the ball wobbled about 25 times and wobbled through for a goal. But full marks to Dale Woodall, and I've marked it down to have a look on World of Sport tomorrow in the goal of the day segment.
Every chance of getting it, because Peter McKenna was teaching him in kicking the other week, so he got a good chance of winning the prize. Cloak got the thump away from the centre of the ground, a pack forming up, still in the middle of the square, and the umpire set a bounce. Collingwood 86, Richmond 45. A great goal there by Woodall, which we've witnessed.
And he's kicked forward now too. A good effort by the young full forward. Centre half forward for Collingwood. In they go hard after. It's been a really good quarter of football, this, because Richmond have improved their game 50% at least, probably more. And Collingwood realise they've got to hang on to this lead. They'll be battling to try and get up with Carlton for that third spot. Oh, boy. Topped that one hard, Palm, as he kicked it down the ground. That'll be a free kick downfield, I would think. Now, it's not reportable, said the umpire. Certainly downfield. Now, this is Wally Lovett, another one of the ex-Magpies playing for Richmond. Roach flies, no mark. Jimmy Jess, touch of the fumbles. He's had them all day. Wall to Egan. Egan on the left foot. Snaps at goals. Manton's there. But the ball is forced through by Morwood for a behind.
Well, Collingwood 13-8, 86, and Richmond 6-10 now, or 6-10-46 on Sevens Big League. Collingwood holding sway, though, as Taylor kicks in from the full back position out toward Phillips, who very strong overhead, and Phillips takes the mark and gets a 15-metre penalty, which will bring him up to the half-back zone. So Phillips kicking now, torpedo punt kick, working well toward the wing position, out of side. Up they fly, the ball on the turf. Tony Shaw pushed in the back and should take the free kick. The umpire said a 15-metre penalty will be applied too, so against Landy, evidently, that infringement, and Shaw will bring the ball. Woodall's led right downfield, but led a bit early. Peter McKenna said that's one of his problems. He gets away from the opponent too early in the lead.
Yes, but the good thing about him, Jack, is the fact that he does lead, but he just makes that lead too early, and it's a bit difficult for the player walking backwards to then pass it to him. He should wait till they're just about to kick it, as we see Lee getting it down to the ground. He'll get another free kick, Mark Lee. Gee, he's done a great job in the ruck, Lee. He's been a real battler, probably their best player, I would think, Mark Lee, as he kicks it out wide. Egan against Turner. Nearly a good mark to Turner. Johnny Annear punches the ball away, held by the legs. Umpire playing the advantage rule there, as we see Egan getting it out wide. This is to David Palm. These Richmond lookalikes, they can be confusing as he kicks it wide, looking for Manton. Up he goes, and John Manton doing well in this quarter. Breaks away. Oh, gee, no, he gets away with it. Now he looks for Roach. Roach caught behind Taylor, nearly a mark. No, said the umpire. Play on, as we see a flying shot at the goals. Offline, that was from Matthew Wall on his wrong foot, and it went through for a behind.
Very good try by Wall, kicking on the wrong foot there, but Collingwood 13-8, 86, and Richmond 6 goals, 11. Collingwood still in control. Phillips kicks in, not such a penetrating kick. Oh, I thought range was into the back of the opposition. The umpire didn't agree. We'll see a boundary throw-in taking place in a position which favours the half-forward flank for Richmond on the outer side of the ground. Lee opposing Cloak at the boundary throw-in, and it's Lee with the front berth. Over the back, looked like a big punch there by Manton, picked up by Rioli, tries to hook it back into play. It gets smothered. Is that Phillips on top of the ball? It's in that forward pocket still. Not much going on. Players can't get it out. Matt Wall tried to get out with the ball. The crowd called for a free kick. The umpire calls play on. The kick from Phillips is smothered, and we'll see it out of bounds.
Well, good umpiring there to let the game flow instead of playing these tiggy touchwood free kicks that they're often accused of doing. And that was good football, because all the players were desperately trying to get the ball. There's Toomey with a kick out towards half forward, with the mark is taken by Philip Walsh. And all the ex-Magpies are getting plenty of hoots today. Philip Walsh in particular, onto the left foot. He's looking for Roach. Turner from behind does the good team thing there, punches the ball away. Darren Mullane, who's played a great game for his first game for Collingwood. A long kick up the centre of the ground. Mervyn Kane against Michael Richardson. Dennis Banks swoops away with the football. Hooks it back at the goals. And it's a point to Dennis Banks, and I've mentioned earlier he is not a good kick for goal, Dennis Banks. He often misses those ones from 30 or 40 metres out, and that'd make a big difference to his game if he could kick them. 13-9 Collingwood, Richmond 6-11.
Kick in from full back finds Mark Lee on the half-back flank. Lee looking in toward the centre of the ground with a short pass to Landy. A bit late on the scene was Rains. Very late. The umpire may have him here. Rains late on the scene, yes. I think he's hitting with the forearm. I think that's what the umpire's suggesting. So I thought he was late on the scene. You had all the action on screen there. And Rains too late on the scene to land. He's copped a ripper.
I think he's really hurt too, because I said the umpire, the trainer's grabbing his legs.
Umpire Rowan Saws with the book in hand now, writing down the report. He'll have to tell the player on the turf, Landy, that he has reported Rains for what misconduct. I'll have to wait and see, but
yeah, it was very late. He'd taken the mark, Landy, as you could see, but he came in very hard, Rains, but still only a slow motion replay and at the tribunal would show exactly what happened, Jack.
Well, the scene now is that everything stopped. Landy isn't moving.
It was a courageous effort by Landy.
Landy is not moving.
He knew he was going to get hit as he went back there. He was set up for that. And
the stretcher coming out now. Now this is very dramatic here at Victoria Park, because Landy's received that late tackle from Rains, and he has not moved. He hasn't twitched. Well, as far as I can see, we haven't had the cameras off him, and now we see the stretcher being called out. Now umpire Rowan Saws has stopped proceedings. Landy looks like, don't know whether he's conscious or not, but he's being placed on the stretcher. Very tragic that, because the oh yes, he's right now. He is, well, I say right, he has moved. Now he'll be taken from the ground. The game will be held up while the player is removed, the stretcher removed from the ground.
Neil Peart coming back on, Jack, or is it Trevor Poole? What are we? It is Trevor Poole, in fact, is the player. They look very alike, Peart and Poole. But bad luck to Graham Landy. A courageous effort to take that mark. He knew he was going to cop it, and they're not nice when you have to sit under those high passes, Jack. And,
no, Rawlings takes the free kick and gets the game underway again. Jimmy Jess can't take the mark. It's in the centre of the ground. The umpires will be very cautious now. They'll be awarding free kicks to try and slow things up, and Walsh drives out towards Francis on the outer side half-forward flank. He was robbed of possession on that occasion by Richardson, but Francis tries to get it back out again. A little bit of pace being showed here, and Egan going goalward. That's close. That's a goal for mine. Yes, a great goal. Kick from the forward pocket by Egan. He kicks his third goal, and Richmond have come back in the third term. Collingwood 13-9, 87. Richmond 7 goals, 11, 53 on sevens, big lead.
Full marks to Philip Egan. He's kicked 2 magnificent goals in this quarter, and he is trying his heart out. He's been one of the Tigers' better players today, is really trying hard, and I think the fact that Landy was carted off will probably lift Richmond a bit, Jack, and often those things do spur sides on.
Let's see what happens. Lee thumps it down. A chance now for Collingwood to come forward. Hurried kick up to Banks from the half-forward zone. Now that came from the boot of Turner. The goals are open. The kick on line. Will it run through? Will it run through? Will it run? It's run right through for another Collingwood goal for mine. Yes, a good goal. Kicked by Dennis Banks. Peter McKenna said he misses them, but he didn't miss that one. Richmond 7-11, 53. Collingwood 14-9, 93 on sevens, big league.
Now, and it's Jess in the first quarter on Rioli.
Morris Rioli fires at the goals, and he's put it. They come beautifully.
And 2 goals came in 4 minutes.
Poole into the open goal, stabs at the football. Second goal of the match.
How's this? A great goal by Gary Shaw, right on the boundary line.
Goes goalward. He kicks high. Gary Shaw's kick is close. It's a good goal.
There was a bit of a tangle between Cloak and Lee.
Intense today in this match. It's a very important game.
Have a look at this. Have a look at this. Now this is what you get at a Collingwood-Richmond game.
And how's this for the goal of the day?
Steps it back overhead.
Certainly be considered on World of Sport tomorrow.
Michael Richardson takes it, plays
Richardson on to Toomey. Another great goal to the Magpies.
The open goal, the kick on its way. It's travelling well.